With those temperatures, it's going to be a really nice day for a cookout or a barbecue. Race weekend is just around the corner, and I think something both of those who have a new book about Hoosier brews. And with gas prices going up, they say one tank getaway is more popular than ever, and you can do that with Indiana Breweries. Thanks, first of all, for being here.
It's great to be here. Yeah, this is wonderful. Thanks.
I was joking earlier that my husband is tuning in. I know. So, David, here you go. So you wrote a book about Indiana breweries and what's available here. We talk a lot about Indiana wineries, but there's some wonderful breweries here as well. Tell us a bit about what you found.
Well, there's 37 breweries in the state, and we visited all of them. And Indiana is a great beer state, and people don't necessarily pay attention to the beer that's being made right down the street from them. But the fact is, you don't have to travel very far to get an expertly made beer by people who live in the state, who care about Indiana.
And the book is set up kind of in geographical areas, so kind of take us around the state and tell us a little bit about the best that you found.
Well, we break it down, like I said, into regions. So we talk about kind of the Chicagoland area, northwest Indiana. We talk about the Indianapolis area, which has lots of great breweries. We made it down south to the New Albanian Brewery near Louisville. So pretty much anywhere you go in the state, you're going to have great breweries right there or within a very short drive of wherever you are in the state. And they're all in that book, and we detail every single one of them.
Do we do one beer better than another, a lighter, a darker, a pilsner? Give me an idea what we're talking about here.
Well, every brewery makes different beers.
Okay.
So at most breweries you can find your standard India Pale Ale, a porter, a stout, and a pilsner, a kolsch, and everybody has their own twist to it. So one beer, one IPA at one brewery might be great, and then at the next it tastes a little bit different because they use different varieties of hops. So we don't necessarily rate the beers on flavor because really everybody has different tastes.
Yeah.
All right, tell me a little bit about what we have here, some of those examples that you brought in.
Sure. Well, the first one comes from Great Crescent. It's down in Aurora, so it's about a 90-minute or so drive, maybe a little bit more, right on the banks of the Ohio River, and we really like it. It's sort of a newer brewery. They're canning their beers now, which is interesting. It helps keep out the light, which can spoil the flavor of beer at some points, and it's also great for camping. You can bring it in, easy to carry out. It's environmentally sound in that way.
Okay.
And then
we've got these from Figure 8 Brewing in Valparaiso, brewed by a guy named Tom Udan, who's an avid rock climber who decided he wanted to brew beer as well because all his climbing buddies like to drink the stuff he made at home. So he's one of the newer brewers in the state, and he's making some fantastic stuff. And you know, right up around Valparaiso, there's probably a half dozen breweries within a 20-minute drive of there. So you know, if you want to make a day, a weekend of it, I mean, that's a region that you can really have a wide variety of samples in a relatively small geographic area.
It sounds like you guys really did your research.
We
you did it well.
We did. Yeah,
the enviable job, right?
Yeah, it's
very thorough research.
I wanted to mention real quickly, in your book, you also talk about not just the beers, but the locations, the place, other things you can do in those areas, and I think that's really neat.
Absolutely. It's fun to tour breweries. You get to learn about the process. You get to see the ingredients that go in, the raw ingredients, and then you obviously get to drink the finished product. But there is more to life than just hanging out in a brewery all day. So in the book, well,
so I'm told.
Yeah, no, we haven't done it yet. But so in the book we have other suggestions for the area, museums, nice hiking trails, bike trails, that kind of thing. So it's fun, and there's also hotel suggestions as well if you want to stick around for a night.
That's a good idea. Probably good.
Yeah, always if you're traveling, be safe and smart.
You want to be safe. Very good. All right. Well, John and Nate's book about Indiana breweries is available at all Barnes & Noble stores and online as well.
Yes.
So great Father's Day gift as that's coming up.
Absolutely.
And we linked you to their website. It's under the Hot Topics section of WTHR.com. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing the book. All right. Here's Dave Calabro now with a look at what's next in sports.
Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Saturday morning, I'm Dave Calabro. The latest on the NFL lockout. What's the latest? You won't believe it. Plus, the Colts get busy in the draft. We'll be right back.